It's not the way you want to come here and lose a ball game, I can tell you that. Certainly not doing it that way. One of those games where you just look back and you kind of reflect on the first quarter and you saw some missed opportunities and let that game start really fast for them offensively and really slow for us offensively. And then we kind of settle in and, from the second quarter on, our defense played well. We started making plays offensively, and we always felt like we were in the football game from that point on. We made some bonehead decisions. I mean, when I say decisions in the first quarter that, just some things I couldn't really put my finger on. But man, what an effort by a great group of Gamecocks that nobody gave a shot. Ain't a man sitting in this room, maybe a couple, to give us a chance to come here and pull out the victory. But our football team did. Our football team believed. Our football team is getting better. Our football team is hurting just like it did last week. And it's a tough situation when you go and you do exactly what you want to do and you work as hard as you can work and you lay it all out on the line. And it comes right down, and that last play certainly didn't win or lose the ball game for us, but it just kind of rips you, and that's what sport's about. When you love something that much, it should hurt. It should hurt. But we've got a Florida Gator team coming into our place. We got a team that believes in one another, that hurts for one another right now. We've got a coaching staff that believes in one another. They got an interim head coach that couldn't be more proud of a football team. And we're going to move on, and we're going to continue to improve, and we're going to make the most of it. The ball's going to bounce our way, and we're going to have to make it, but we're going to get it done.
Shawn, looking at the offense in the first quarter, you mentioned bonehead decisions. Just what were some of those in the first quarter that were kind of stalling you guys out?
Oh, man. I mean, you call it pass protection, and we're handing the football off, and, I'm not really sure what the communication error was on some of those things. You notice we went to a three-back package with Jonathan Walton, and had a wide open. It was a fourth down play, a wide open Walton on a situation. I mean, he probably would have walked in the end zone and don't make the play there. Just some things that uncharacteristically was happening. And I don't know if they were just you're not too hyped. You're not too ready to go out and play. It just the focus should have been better.
Talk about the decision to punt the ball away about 3 minutes to go. I think it's fourth, 12, rather than going for it there around midfield.
It was the perfect call. We punted it. We got the ball back. We did exactly what we needed to do. We drove it right down the field. We did exactly what we wanted to do. It was the right decision. And that's the way it turned out.
What did you have to say to Jarrell afterwards?
Oh man, what do you say to a guy who lays it on the line? To lay it on the line? You tell him, the guy's sitting there in tears, because it hurt him so bad. You just tell him you love him. You pick him up, and you move forward. Shoot, that's why I grabbed him. I said, "You're going with me. We're going down here to sing." I mean, that's all you can do. I don't fault him. He was trying to make a play. He was trying to win the game, and that's what I want us to do.
Shawn, second straight game, the offense has been right there with a chance to tie or a chance to win. Hadn't gotten it done. I mean, do you say those same things to those guys coming in next week, that it is going to bounce your way sooner or later?
I'm sorry, it is going to what?
Bounce your way sooner or later, that the offense will be able
Yeah,
to
but
get done?
yeah, we're going to get it done. We're going to get it done.
You talked about your team settling in the second quarter after initially starting off slow. You said their offense started quickly, and yours not so much. Talk about the adjustments made early in that second quarter.
Just settling down. I started telling Coach Oak we needed to pressure. We needed to move. We need to disrupt some things. We need to make some stuff happen. And then offensively, all we had to do was just continue with wise decisions that we didn't make in the first quarter. Wise decisions. And then we were going to be fine. We went into halftime, what was it, 17-3? Let me tell you one thing, we didn't bat an eye. You know, somebody talked about pressure and come out of the second half, how they were pressuring us. It had nothing to do. They're a well-coached, very good football team, but at no point did I think our football team was outmatched.
Can you talk about the performance you thought about your quarterback, Perry Orth, tonight?
Gutsy. Perry could have done some better things early on in the football contest. I don't fault a guy. We all make mistakes. We make good calls, we make bad calls, make great throws, we make good runs, we make bad throws. He lays it on the line day in and day out, play after play, play after play. This is a guy that nobody thinks should be playing for our football team. But he's a great leader for us, and our players believe in him. I believe in him, our coaching staff. I think he did a good job. He put us in position to win.
Shawn, you said earlier in the week that you had a lot designed for Lorenzo, didn't really get out on the field that much. Was it just something Tennessee was doing that made you scale back?
No. One of the bonehead mistakes, we called a pass protection play and handed the ball off on a protection. I don't really understand it. I couldn't understand it. He said he didn't get the pass route, so therefore he was going to hand the football off to our running back. And from that point forward, you got to make a decision: is he in the game or is he out of the game? And we try to get him in there a little bit more, but you got to say, okay, let's give ourselves a chance to win. And we weren't going to do that, hand the football off on a protection.
And also, Shawn, the putting in Walton at fullback and then having that touchdown play, just when did that kind of come to you? I know he's a running back in high school, but did you put that in this week, or had you been working on it for a while?
Walked in there Monday. I said, I want to put in the 3-back set with Jonathan Walton. I want to see him catch the touchdown pass, and it worked out perfectly. And he should have called the touchdown pass in the second quarter. Should have hit him on that one for a touchdown. That's a guy that's a playmaker. We got to get him on the field, defensively or offensively, but you can see more of him.
Shawn, was there a theme on the third down defense, y'all's third down defense in the second half, other than they just made the plays when they needed to?
They made plays. I mean, I don't know. And it certainly wasn't me, but I was just, out there with them. I felt like I was playing with them. I mean, I felt so involved with the defense, and they were just making plays. They were making plays. I don't know. And our defensive coaches did a great job from those first 2 drives moving forward. I mean, just making the correct calls, getting our players to make plays, and going out and executing.
The punt with about 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter, was there a possible fake on there? Were y'all looking for?
Was a fake.
And Shawn, it would.
You have the option to run the fake or punt the football.
Okay.
And we had the fake, and they did a good job covering it, and we punted it. And it was a perfect call, well executed, a great job by Shawn Kelly. The one thing that we didn't do was, when you run the fake, you don't have the coverage that you would like. And they got about 10, probably another first down, 10 additional yards. But yeah, it was a fake. We were going for it.
Can you give an update on the status of DJ Neal?
I believe DJ was taken out, but I believe he's back. Everything was negative. I think he's going to be okay.
And Harris.
Harris, I believe, was a dislocated shoulder.
So
What's
is he
up?
probably done for the year, do you know?
Done. It's dislocated. It broke off. I mean, my first question was, put it back in. Is that what we're doing? But no, I think there was going to be, a further evaluation, and then we'll make a decision.
What's a Rashad Fenton's situation? Another academic, second time this year. What's he going to see him back again this year, or what's his status right now?
His status is he was suspended for this Tennessee game. He'll be back at practice Monday. Anything else for Coach?
Shawn, do you have concerns about the footing? Was the footing okay for everybody?
I did. I was out there in pregame, and I noticed the field kind of tearing up. And first thing I asked, I said, "Do Under Armour make a different type studded cleat?" And I said, "We you're going to need some traction here. And there were several times where we had some footing issues, and I was very surprised about the field. I thought, they're planting that ryegrass. I believe the appearance is more, it's hard to say the playing surface certainly wasn't the fault of anything, but yeah, we did slip around a little bit.